Hey, I just wanted to hop on here for a few minutes and just talk to you a little bit about values. Um, the reason why I wanted to talk about this specific topic is because I ran into a situation where um, my values were tested, I guess, and challenged a little bit. And I was in a situation where I was very uncomfortable. So, May 20th of this year, I was actually let go from my job. And it was very unexpected, very unwarranted. Um, but this particular facility felt the need to let me go. And so when it happened, surprisingly, um, I was shocked, but I wasn't dismayed. I actually felt kind of good when they let me go. And that made me wonder, like, this is the first time I've ever gotten fired. Why am I happy about it? So the thing of it was, the place that I was working at, I hated. I didn't hate the people I was working with as far as my clients or some of the people I was working with as far as my coworkers, but the organization as a whole did not align with my values. So there's some things that I as a worker and I as a person value. And one of those things is open communication. I like feedback. I did not get that from this organization. I value a mature environment. I mean, it's okay to laugh and joke and have fun, but some things are not funny. And so it was a little too lighthearted for my taste. So that was another thing. Also, I value safety, and this place was not the safest. And so it was just a lot going on. And over time, I started to notice that even in my introverted self, I started to become super, uber introverted. I went into my office. I kept my office door closed a lot. I didn't participate in any of the work activities as far as like social work, not social work, but social activities. Um, I was very just checked out. And I was present for my clients and I gave them my all. But when it came to anything regarding the organization, I was just, nah, I was done. And I realized in hindsight, because hindsight's always 2020, that this particular organization did not align with my values. And so it's very important that we understand what our values are. And to me, how I define values, I think of values as being foundational. So they're things that we actually can stand on. So a lot of people value respect and dignity and love and integrity. So those are things that we can stand on those things. Those things are kind of very resolute. We don't change those values. Beliefs, on the other hand, to me, I define them as being more top down. So these are things that are heritage. They're given to us some of the time. They're cultural. They are based on religion. They're based on all these different external things, and they can change. People's beliefs change quite frequently. But values are more aligned with our authentic self. And so it's very important that we maintain our values, understand what they are, so that when we're in situations where we have to interact with others or have relationships with others, we don't feel the need to diminish our authentic self to align or to go along with what's going on in the organization or with other people. And that's what kind of happened with me. I felt that I was kind of faking it to make it, and that's just not who I am. So if you feel yourself feeling uncomfortable in any situations or with any people, or you feel uncomfortable at work, or you feel like kind of shut down or checked out, you might want to go back and check in on your values and make sure that your values are in alignment with who you're with and what you're doing. Because 9 times out of 10, If you're a person who values nature and getting out and being outdoors, and you love the smell of fresh air and the pine trees and things like that, you really shouldn't be working a 12-hour a shift with a job with a 12-hour shift. It's just not going to align with your values, and you're not going to feel very happy in that situation. Similarly, if you value integrity in relationships and honesty and authenticity, you shouldn't be with someone who's cheating and lying on you. Doesn't align with your value system. So just check in, check your circle. This is really helpful to be self-aware. Check your circle, check those people around you, and look at your job, look at your intimate relationships, look at your friends. Kind of assess like what their values are if you haven't already, and make sure that you know what yours are. Even if you could just pinpoint maybe 5 values that you feel very strongly about, that are foundational to you. If people around you are not in alignment with those values, and I'm not saying they have to be exactly the same, but there has to be some type of similarity or some type of respect of your value system. And it's up to you, and it's your responsibility to honor your value system and to make sure that you are the one protecting and preserving your values. If you're in relationships or in situations where your values are being rejected, or your values are being disregarded, or you're doing the disregarding of your values just to kind of go along to get along, you're going to feel it. It's going to be emotionally taxing. You're going to be tired physically. You're going to probably have a lot of, anxiety, depression might set in. So we have to be very mindful and very aware of what our values are so that we can maintain environments that are healthy and safe for our values to thrive. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Moving from surviving to thriving. All right, that's all I have for today. See you soon.